If you like what you hear on Let's Talk Mate the Highlights Show, then please see the full episode on YouTube, Facebook and Spotify. Links can be found in the description below.
My first year, I actually failed my first year due to various mental health struggles. And I think a lot of that was to do with, when you go to university, you have this expectation of what university life is meant to be. That you have this expectation of you go out near enough every night, at least every weekend, you meet people, you have fun with people, you drink this, that and the other. And when it doesn't go exactly the way you expect it to, even if it isn't necessarily bad, because certainly don't think I had an awful first year, it just wasn't exactly what you expected. And it is almost that moment of like, well, what is there something I'm doing wrong? Where literally everyone else within my flat is having such a great time, but not me, and stuff like that.
With me, it kind of started summer of first year, I think, after I finished, because I'd kind of gone from meeting so many new friends, obviously something like having a sort of social life, which I didn't have much before uni, and then taking this big break between first and second year, suddenly going from having loads of people around me to almost just no one for a summer. I think, just became quite lonely. And then, especially even now, there's plenty of times, I think, having that drop off in friends as such, in one way, obviously as well, going out partying all the time doesn't help too much either. Kind of more as like a distraction, I think.
So that loneliness aspect of things does get difficult. And then again, it's difficult to get back into the rhythm of things when you start uni again, because it's been months and months since you've seen anyone, and it's difficult to get into that social atmosphere again.
I'm not exactly like the most model student when it came to submissions and deadlines. I know, as much as I didn't enjoy them and as stressful as they were, part of me also lived for those sort of last week sort of deadline seasons in some way, just going in and seeing everyone from your course all stressing over an assignment, trying to get it done. There was like its own joy to that, but at the same time, you always have this like underlying stress. Waking up knowing that you've still got to do 3,000 words for the next couple of days, sort of thing.
And I think the key for me was always making sure that I had more time than I thought I needed, so that when you get into those panics, because there will be times when you just can't do it, and I think you've got to accept that there will be times when you just have to go, okay, it's not happening tonight, I need to go to sleep and I need to start again in the morning, but if you're that, and that's why I don't think I could ever do a certain amount of grind that I see some people do when they're doing it like the night before and whatever else, just because if it's not happening, it's not happening.
You just go out there and go and see as much as you can, go and do as much as you can. First year is a strange one. I mean, you only really need to get 40%. I know that's not not what the lecturers would like to hear, but you're in a new place, doing a new thing. Obviously, get to grips with how you do certain aspects of your course. That's crucial. But also, get out there and go and explore some stuff and go see what you're interested in. It's university is a great way of kind of moulding your career and your life and into the person you are. Like, since going to uni, I've changed so much as a person, definitely for the better, and I think that's down to kind of throwing myself into these new challenges and these new things.
The next thing I would definitely say is find something you love doing, for sure, because what got me through a lot of the pandemic experience was sort of pursuing more photography and learning more music instruments, like playing guitar a lot more, and just finding my own sort of personal passion to focus on, so when things do get a bit more tough, you've got quite a nice escape for yourself.
I would encourage you that if you aren't feeling good and you don't feel like you can go into a lecture, do email your lecturers and do say the actual reason why you're not going in. Not that you've got a sore throat, not that you've woken up a little bit thing. Say that you're feeling a little bit anxious, say that you're feeling a little bit down. It's not easy, but I could bet that there's going to be at least one lecturer on your course that you'd feel like you can have that conversation with, and definitely do that, because it makes it so much easier for future when you've had that conversation. They understand why you might not have turned up for a certain lecture and why you might not have done so. And I think that's one thing that really helped me in my third year of masters, is that I had a relationship like that with a couple of my lecturers in the end.